Shafak is incredible. He's been with me every time that I've been in Turkey. He's served as our interpreter. He's helped us with all kinds of stuff. He's just amazing. And his story is crazy because he grew up in a very conservative Muslim family where his father still is a Muslim Imam, or like a Muslim cleric. The crazy thing about Shafak is that he had moved from where his parents lived in a smaller town in Turkey to Istanbul, and he had just somehow kind of like seemingly random event or connection, met some believers and just ended up hanging out with them. But he was still a Muslim, thought that they were fine, whatever, but was not interested in becoming a follower of Jesus. So he would end up volunteering to help these Christian friends of his that would do different outreaches, because they would sometimes bring in people from the States to do special outreaches. He would translate, and so the whole time he's a Muslim translating for these like Christian outreach events or shows or different kind of things. And one day, so he's heard the gospel. Like, not only has he heard the gospel, he's actually preached the gospel in his own language, though he didn't believe it. And one day he's at his home, and he had a dream, and it felt like God had presented himself to him in this dream. But it wasn't until 3 days later before Shafak actually realized what had happened. So it's kind of like, I don't know, comical, weird, but he's in his kitchen, opens the refrigerator, and for no reason that makes any practical sense, he realized, like it just dawns on him, opens the refrigerator, and he knows that Jesus is the Son of God, and he gives his life to Jesus on the spot.
I know that I believe in Quran. I was still, like, every single second I was thinking about it, like, who am I, like what I'm doing, like what I believe in. And like 3 days, one day afternoon, I was open the refrigerator and then shut it down. I took out something from the refrigerator, and when I shut down, I'm like, oh, one light in me, like, okay, that makes sense. I'm Christian. I believe in Jesus. I believe in gospel. The gospel, the one I share with people on the street like 3 years. I believe in that. That's what gives me peace. That's what the things make me afraid is Quran, is Islam. The Quran, the process of Quran, the process of faith, the hell, the system of Islam just make me afraid. This is weird to me. I'm not believing that. The things I was believing that because it was culturally I grew up with that. My father is Imam, my parents is Muslim. I was grow up with the Islam theories. I was grow up with the Islam ministry, of course. It's affected me very much. But the things that give me peace, the thing give me joy is Jesus. Salvation is gospel of love. God is love. God is not there as a person to judge us, hate us. He loves us. He's with us. It's just like 1 second, and then my heart decided. It's not just with my brain. Heart decided, and I said, that's it, done.
So Shafak is now a missionary in his own country, serving his own people, bringing all kinds of amazing gospel outreach programs into his own people. And it's because the heart of God is that huge. So Jesus, would you pour out your presence on Shafak and on Turkey and on every single person in that country that does not yet know Jesus? Would they meet you however you want to meet them? And would you continue empowering great gospel works in that country?